President Uhuru Kenyatta this morning presided over the launch of the Textbooks for Schools program that's at the Center for Mathematics, Science and Technology in Africa. That's here in Cairo, Nairobi. NTV's Sharon Baranga covered that event, and she's still live at the center from where she joins us live. Sharon, what did the president say earlier today?
Thank you, Laban. President Uhuru Kenyatta just left Semastea College in Cairo, Nairobi a few minutes ago. He was accompanied by Education Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i and also the Cabinet Secretary for ICT, Joe Musheru. They were here to flag off trucks that were carrying textbooks that are going to be distributed in all primary and secondary schools across the country. Now, according to the president, this is a move that is going to be to help equalize education in the country, because we've had schools that have lacked textbooks, and pupils, as many as 40, have been forced to share around 2 textbooks, and so this in a way affected the quality of education in some schools. And so this is a historic event because the government has in no one time distributed textbooks, and in a move to try and achieve the 1-to-1 ratio per book of learners across the country. And right now I'm joined by the CEC for Education in Nairobi County, Madam Janet Modhoni Ouko. Welcome to this set. This move is seen as going to equalize education in the country. What is your opinion on this?
This is one of the biggest things that Kenyan children can actually say that they have benefited from the Jubilee government. We have been, and parents have been raising issues. When you go to schools, there is no money in the bank accounts, and yet there are no books in schools. And so this will go a long way in making sure that parents do not pay for extra monies. And it will also go a long way in improving the quality of education that we have, because really when children do not have books, textbooks to rely on and so on and so forth. So I think this is life changing for many children and many parents. And the good news is that there has been a complaint that the books in Kenya are very expensive. A case is given where books are published here in Nairobi, but a book is costing in the city. A book is costing about 3 times here in Nairobi like it would cost in a place like Rwanda. Forget about the shipping cost and everything else, it would still be expensive in Nairobi. So this is one other step of the government showing Kenyans that really they are interested in accountability, and showing Kenyans that it is about spending the taxpayers' money in the best way possible and achieving the maximum impact. And finally, I think in Africa, we do not have a country that has got a ratio of 1-to-1. So we are really proud of our government. We are really proud of the reforms that are taking place in the Ministry of Education. And we can only ask all of us as stakeholders to really come in and support, the education reforms, because I do not know, and those of us that have gone through the education sector, for example, like in the last 10 years, we have not experienced the kind of transformation that we are experiencing, in the education sector. And now we can actually confirm that as at today, any child who is walking into any public classroom will have all the core subject books in their hands. Isn't that life-changing? Yeah, it is. So really, I think is really a good idea.
Definitely, that is life-changing. And initially, we've had the media cover stories from schools in the far-flung areas where students or learners lack essentials like exercise books. So how is the government trying to, bridge that gap now that they are going to provide textbooks? How about writing materials for the learners?
I think in the government budgets and the Ministry of Education budgets, the only component that has been taken away really from the former way of operating is where the books were supposed to be procured, from schools. But every other thing, like in terms of other instructional materials that are not published, like the books, all of them still remain within the budget. And we can only hope that even the teachers and everybody at the school level, they have seen the pace that has been set, by government. In terms of saying, if resources are actually meant for pencils, let us come to school and find the pencils in schools, or we find the money in the bank. But there are no 2 ways about it. There is no way there cannot be pens in school and there is no money in the bank. So really raising the bar really that high, asking everybody to be accountable in whatever responsibility they are doing, and even for parents. Now your children have books. What is your responsibility? We are expecting parents to probably cover the books. We are expecting parents to make sure that their children, the books are just not torn and so on and so forth. So everybody has got a role to play, because that book you've been given, your child has been given, they will use it for an entire year. So it will really be sad when you're going home and then probably your child loses the book somewhere midway, or at least it is torn or gets burnt when the child is cooking and things like those. So at least there is everybody's role to play, because the government has actually done its part. Yeah.
Are the children going to be the custodians of these books, or after 1 year they're supposed to return these books to the school?
A lot of discussions are happening, around the subject, because also we do not want to take away the role of the community in terms of deciding how some of the resources probably are going to be used. We are encouraging that people think about, because even if you're not going to be using that book because you've left standard 1, it does not mean that your neighbor's child probably is joining class 1 and so on and so forth. So really there is no stringent way of operating, but we're encouraging communities and parents to just see how best do we use books. And going back to the years that we were going to school, we actually were not working with new books. We were actually working with old books. You could even get a book that did not have at least a few pages. But at least the whole idea is, can we encourage our children to read, interact with any book that you come across, and just try and fill in that knowledge gap that is there.
Thank you so much. That has been Janet Muthoni Ouko, the CEC of Education in Nairobi County. And one thing that I can also add is that President Uhuru Kenyatta talked tough on cartels or other people who have been eating from or trying to do wrong things and jeopardize the whole system. But according to the president, such people are going to be held accountable and they're going to be dealt with. Back to you, Laban.
Thank you very much, Sharon Baranga, coming to us live from Karen, where earlier today we had the launch of the government textbook program, of course, targeted to different schools in the region. Of course, the government coming in tough, especially to the unscrupulous dealings that are taking place, especially in the distribution of textbooks, actually, with the CS also is speaking tough about, of course, the corruption taking place in the distribution of textbooks.